Welcome to the Westminster Shorter Catechism with Scripture Proofs by Pastor Lucas Baumbach, with notes from Starr Mead and Thomas Vincent. Westminster Shorter Catechism, Question 1. What is the chief end of man? Man's chief end is to glorify God and to enjoy Him forever. What is meant by the chief end of man? The chief end of man is that which man ought chiefly to aim at or design, to desire, seek after, and endeavor to obtain, as his chief good and happiness unto which his life and his actions should be referred and directed, which is the glorifying of God and the enjoying of God forever. God's presence is man's highest pleasure. Psalm 16:11. You will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. Mary's highest purpose was enjoying Jesus. Luke 10:38-42. As they traveled along, Jesus entered a village where a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. She had a sister named Mary who sat at the Lord's feet, listening to his message. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations to be made. She came to Jesus and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her to help me." "Martha, Martha," the Lord replied, "you are upset and worried about many things, but only one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, and it will not be taken away from her." Our purpose is not to enjoy things, but to enjoy God. Habakkuk 3:16-18. I heard and trembled within. My lips quivered at the sound. Decay entered my bones. I trembled where I stood. Yet I must wait patiently for the day of distress to come upon the people who invade us. Though the fig tree does not bud, and no fruit is on the vines, though the olive crop fails, and the fields produce no food, though the sheep are cut off from the fold, and no cattle are in the stalls, yet I will exult in the Lord. I will rejoice in the God of my salvation. Someday everyone will know God's great glory. Habakkuk 2:14. For the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Psalm 104:31. May the glory of the Lord endure forever. May the Lord rejoice in his works. Even creation glorifies God. Psalm 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. God is owed the glory of worship. Psalm 29:2. Give unto the Lord the glory due his name. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Our worship is to glorify God. Psalm 50:23. Whoever offers praise glorifies me. Our testimony is to glorify God. Matthew 5:16. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. All our actions should glorify God. 1 Corinthians 10:31. Therefore, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God. Those who aren't humble enough to glorify God suffer. Daniel 5:22-23. But you have not humbled your heart, although you knew all this. But you have failed to glorify God, who holds in his hand your very breath and all your ways. Support this channel by liking and subscribing to this post.